The leader has 27 wives, one of his brothers has 14 wives, and there's another one has 10 wives. My dad has 3 wives. So you guys have had this question. So are there men that just don't get wives? And yes, there is. You'll see a man in his 40s, okay? Good looking guy, has a decent amount of money in his bank account, paid off his home, which you technically never get to own your home in the cult, but whatever. Has a good system set up, yet he's single, has no, like dry, his phone's dry. And then you'll see a 16-year-old that has like 4 wives, and he has been having accusations of bestiality. And they're just throwing wives at him. And it has nothing to do with charisma, it has nothing to do with good looks, I'll tell you that much right now. It's everything to do with your ticket to heaven. It's kind of like the LDS church, how they're like, the girls try to go for like returned missionaries. In the order, it's like the status of the man is your ticket to the degree of heaven that they're going to get in. It has a lot to do with like the numbering system too, like if they're going to be eligible for a number. Let me know if you want a video on that, on what a numbered man is. There's this belief that the leadership is so righteous and blah, 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 blah. I remember hearing, it is so wild, the most schmexual abuse I have ever heard coming from one family was the leader's family. Yet I would, in the same like sentence of hearing one person talking about the accusations over here in secret, I would hear a mother over here being like, oh, Paul's boys are just so perfect. And all of her daughters were marrying them one after another after another. It's crazy how the closer you get to a leader, and I see this in a lot of cults, the closer you get to the leader, the more disgusting and gross and the more skeletons in the closet. You would see the leader, and so you had the leader has his 27 wives, and then his first wife's kids would have like a poop ton of wives, and then as it trickles down into the families that are less liked, or even the families that the leader has beef with, they don't get wives. They'll take their daughters and they'll take the women from the family, but they'll leave the men to eventually leave unless the men have assets. Like there was a time where a man created his own business and he was actually making a lot of money for the order. And then the leadership was like, "Oh, we like you now." "Oh, you exist." Just because you're handsome and charismatic does not mean you'll get a lot of wives in the order. One of the biggest jokes I hate, it's the most common joke I get when I talk about being a polygamist, and it's always from a father-mucking man. They're like, "Polygamy? Where do I join? Where do I sign up?" First of all, you don't even have what it takes to get multiple wives. And second, they marry their sisters. You know what? You look like a sister fucker too. You go ahead and join. Just bring your sister, because they ain't gonna give you one of theirs.